Life is not a walk through a blooming garden, but a battlefield. No matter who you are or where you come from, sooner or later you will have to face the blows of fate, betrayal, trials, and struggles that will push you to your limits. There will be moments when everything goes wrong, and pain, disappointment, and uncertainty will try to break you. In such moments, you will always have two paths before you, to break down or to become stronger. Emotional and mental resilience is not an innate gift, but a result of working on yourself. It is forged in difficulties, falls, and tough decisions. If you expect to go through life thinking that everything will be easy, you are deeply mistaken. Sooner or later, reality will force you to wake up from your illusions. The only thing that distinguishes those who suffer defeat from those who move forward is their mindset. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it is a powerful shield and sword. It is not merely a collection of beautiful ideas that inspire in moments of uplift. It is a way of life that allows you to face difficulties without fear, without complaints, and without capitulating to circumstances. It is the difference between those who become victims of external conditions and those who take their fate into their own hands. Today, we will explore 8 Stoic principles that will help you develop unbreakable resilience. These are not just words, but effective tools that, if you learn to use them, will change your life forever. Let go of what is beyond your control and focus on what you can change. People often suffer because they fixate on things beyond their control, on others' opinions, missed opportunities, past mistakes, injustices they cannot rectify. They get stuck in a struggle that was lost before it even began, and they don't even realize it. Instead of directing their energy towards concrete actions, they allow their minds to get bogged down in useless worries. Stoicism provides a clear answer. Everything that does not depend on you should not concern you. You cannot control the behavior of others. You cannot change the past or guarantee the future. But what is within your power is your reaction to what happens. That is where true strength lies. How many times have you regretted something you couldn't change? Perhaps due to betrayal, someone's wrongdoing, or a problem that fell upon you without warning. What did it give you? Only exhausting thoughts, disappointment, and new difficulties. The more you cling to the uncontrollable, the weaker you become, feeling like a victim of circumstances. When you decide to focus on what is within your power, your thoughts, actions, and attitude towards life, you stop being a prisoner and become the master of your fate. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." You cannot avoid life's blows. You cannot stop people from criticizing you, but you can decide whether you will let it affect your path or move on regardless. To put this principle into practice, ask yourself a simple question. Can I change this? If the answer is no, let it go. Don't spend a second on it. It's not your business. It's not your energy. If the answer is yes, act. Do everything you can to improve the situation, but do it without complaints, without despair, and with determination. Imagine you're in the center of a storm. You can complain about the cold, curse the rain, blame fate, but that won't change anything. You can either stay put waiting for the sky to clear, or you can accept reality, find shelter, and keep moving forward. The storm won't change, but your reaction to it is in your hands. Most people cling to the uncontrollable because it gives them an excuse for inaction. It's easier to say, "I can't succeed because the world is unfair," than to admit that the only real enemy is yourself. Complaining is the refuge of the weak. The Stoics realized this truth centuries ago. Strength and inner freedom begin with accepting reality as it is, not as you would like it to be. It's simple. There are things you can change and things you cannot. Invest your energy only in the former. When something ends, they let it go without looking back. When something changes, they adapt without complaints. Instead of regretting what is gone, they direct their energy towards what comes next. The problem with attachment is that it makes you vulnerable. If you depend too much on something outside your control, you live in constant fear of losing it. And when the moment comes, and life takes away what you were so attached to, you suffer not from the loss itself, but from the refusal to accept that nothing lasts forever. But letting go does not mean you don't care. It's not indifference. It means that clinging to something only causes pain. It means that, while it may have been important to you, have the strength to let go when its time has come. Look at nature. Observe the trees during a storm. Those that resist the wind and refuse to bend break. But those that yield, yet do not lose their roots, flow with the wind rather than oppose it, survive. Rigidity destroys you, while flexibility makes you invincible. If someone decides to leave your life, let them go. Don't beg, don't cling, don't seek explanations that you don't need. If an opportunity was missed, move on. If something didn't go as you expected, it's not the end of the world. Besides death, there is nothing that cannot be endured. As long as you breathe, you still have a choice. Look at people who live their lives tied to the past, always regretting what is lost, always living in the shadow of what could have been. They are prisoners of their own minds, shackled to memories. Don't become like them. The key to success is to teach your mind to let go. Don't wait for life to force you to do it. Learn to let go on your own terms. Make it a habit. When something ends, don't cling, don't resist, don't exhaust yourself. Become stronger. True freedom is not in accumulating things, people, or experiences. True freedom lies in the ability to let go without allowing something to destroy you from within. Those who master the art of letting go live without fear, and those who live without fear cannot be broken. Live each day as if it were your last, because one day it will be. In a world full of grievances and unfulfilled promises, embracing the thought of living each day as if it were your last is not just a call to intensity. It is a cry for freedom. It is an expression not of empty cliches or a call to recklessness, but a directive on how to harness the power of the present moment. Value every minute, turning it into a unique opportunity. Every morning when you open your eyes, you have a chance to start anew. But for most, routine and monotony have become a quiet prison that prevents them from seeing the extraordinary in the everyday. To live each day as if it were your last means breaking those chains, stopping the procrastination of what truly matters, and meeting life with a passion and commitment that defy inertia. It is the recognition that time is the most limited and valuable resource, and that every lost second is a missed opportunity. Imagine today as your last day. What would you do differently? Perhaps you would stop worrying about others' opinions and start pursuing long-held dreams. You might call those you haven't spoken to in a long time or express feelings you've kept inside. This is not a desperate act. It is a declaration of intent. Life is too short to live halfway, to let fear or complacency govern you. This mindset is not for the weak. It is for those who know that tomorrow is not guaranteed, and that each day is a battlefield where your identity is defined. At some point, death will come for everyone without warning. Why wait for fate to decide for you? Live as the main character of your own story, not just as a spectator. Living intensely does not mean recklessly throwing yourself into the unknown. It means acting decisively and consciously, understanding that every action matters, realizing that every choice shapes your legacy. To live with intention means to take responsibility for your actions. It requires courage because you can no longer blame others. You must look in the mirror and understand that your life is the result of your actions or inactions. Most people fear this level of responsibility because it is easier to move through life on autopilot. But comfort comes at too high a price. You must ask yourself, am I living the way I truly want to? Or am I just surviving? If the answer is no, it's time to change something in your life. Start small. Define your values, set goals, and remove anything that hinders your growth. Time that will never return is not worth wasting. When you look back, the only thing that will matter is whether you truly lived or simply let life pass you by. Live with intention. Make every decision meaningful. Because the difference between a full life and a wasted life lies in the simple choice: to live with intention or to succumb to inertia. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video if you enjoyed it. See you in the next video, and remember, keep developing yourself.